Oh, morning everybody. So just fell off the table. How are you today? Quite nice being here on a Sunday morning, isn't it? 10 o'clock is a bit early though. I've already been able to work this morning. I thought, we've got to get back again. Hello, Caroline, Crystal, Steph and Anne-Marie and Kaz, Michelle, Moya, Maya, Sue and Claire and Shirley and Leanna and Helene and June and Lilac. What a lovely name. Tracy, Simon, hello, Tilly, Carol, Jennifer, Darrell, Jenny, and then on Facebook we've got Caroline and Brenda. Morning. Chris, we're busy, aren't we? Not used to doing a Sunday morning, so it's quite nice to have so many of you here. Going to make a Christmas stocking. And I'm going to use Liberty fabric, which isn't particularly Christmassy, to be honest, but I don't care. And just as a little bit of a treat for you, for this morning, we've taken 10% off all of the Liberty postcards from the Highlands fabrics. That's only for this morning. We've also taken 10% off H630 because that's what I'm going to be using for wadding. And I'm using a download that we've got on the website from a pattern, and we've taken 10% off that as well. But that's only kind of a special offer for this morning. So if you wanted to order anything, remember if you're a Half Yard Club member, your 10% discount comes off as well as sale prices. So in effect, you'll be getting 20% off this morning. Also, I'm going to send out a little piece of ribbon, probably a bit longer than that, and that is the Liberty ribbon, which I'm going to use to hang my stocking. Now, if you're going to use this on anything that you're making from Liberty fabric, you can't sell it as a Liberty item. You can sell it as being made from Liberty fabric, but you can't call it a Liberty item, and that's probably why they put Liberty fabrics on there. So again, just for this morning, if you order any of the Liberty fabrics, you'll get a little piece of ribbon as well that you can use for, well, you could use it as a label if you wanted to, just kind of cut that out and fold it over and put Liberty on it. If you're gifting it, absolutely fine, but again, if you're selling, you have to stress that it's not actually a Liberty product, it's just made with Liberty fabrics. So just to make that clear. So, Sheila, hello, Dolores and Sue and Kim and Amanda and Steph and Kate and June and Dominica and Hannah J, hello. Lynn and Tilly, hi Alan. I think we're up today. I've missed loads of you, so sorry about that. Nice little treat on a Sunday morning. You see, it should have been Seamless Sunday today on Create and Craft, so I thought we'd make up for it a little bit. I mean, I haven't got lots of guests and quizzes and things like that, but I thought, we could do a little bit of sewing, if you like. And I haven't got anything new to show you fabric-wise. We did all that yesterday. So I thought we'd just have a nice little chat. So if anybody has any questions, if you've got anything that you'd like to say, if you've got anything that you'd like to suggest or request, if you've got, I don't know, a funny story or a joke to tell, let's cheer everybody up this morning. So come on, post your comments, anything you like. Anne says, morning, please, we've got something to watch. Sorry, talking to somebody else. Morning, Joan. Hi, Ollie. Sharing me with Boris. Oh, the Boris. Nice. Susan, hello. Sally, hello to you. Nice, yeah. Watching in my bed. Oh, Leanna hasn't got up yet. Kim, can see more clearly, recovering from... Oh, no, that's brilliant though, isn't it? My mum had cataract surgery. Amazing. She was quite a character, my mum. And when she had the cataracts I think she had both of them done, obviously not together. But when she had the cataracts, she couldn't see out of one eye at all. And she says, it's really frustrating. She says, I can't stab my peas. Because when you've only got one eye, you can't focus, can you? So she can't stab my peas. Oh, Mary's still in bed. See, Jeanette's at work. See, some people are up and working this morning. Honestly, what time is it? 10:05, you're in bed. Dawn, Sunday sewing can't beat it, she said. Anne-Marie's on a narrowboat trip to Llangollen, lovely. Oh, hi, Irene. Still in Cornwall, lovely. First time messaging. Hello, Diane. Welcome along. Hopefully it won't be the last time you're messaging either. Morning, Anne. And Alan's on both. Do you have the box-based templates back in stock? I didn't know they were out of stock. Let me have a look. Because, yeah, we've got loads of those. We ordered thousands this time. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Box. Base. Internet. Yeah, they're there. Yes, definitely there. Oh, no, out of stock. Oh, we've got loads of those. Bear with me, and when I finish here, I shall go and put more back in stock again. So yes, we do have stock of that. Thanks for letting me know it was out of stock. Didn't know. Sunday is craft room day unless I need to eat, says Sally. But you eat as well. H630, Jenny. H630 is 10% off. This morning. H640 is out of stock. We'll have to get that back in again. That can come in quite quickly. Oh, it's wet in France. It's gonna be wet here today. I think I can feel it in my bones. It's all right at the moment, but you just know when it's gonna rain, don't you? It feels different. Hello, Chris. Mandy, hi, Anne-Marie, fellow narrowboater. Oh, nice chatting to each other. Yes, it is 2 giraffes, you can see. Yesterday, after I finished the live stream, I made the video. So your giraffe is the main project for November the 1st on the Half Yard Club. So this little chap here I made with the Christmas hat in giraffe colours, and then this one I made in rainbow colours. So I used felt on that one, and he's got a different coloured. I don't know whether are they spots. Do they call them on giraffes? Spots are blocks of squares, a print, a pattern. The giraffe pattern is colourful. So just to show that you can make him or her in any colour that you like. And we are going to have a competition, if you weren't listening yesterday, for Half Yard Club members. It'll be in the newsletter to name him or her or it or whatever he's going to call himself. Artemis, posh name. So yeah, there's no prize or anything for it, just a bit of fun. But that'll be in your newsletter, which comes out on the 15th. So have a think of some names for him. I'm good, thank you, Claire. Hello, Sue. How do you keep the giraffe soda? It's very well stuffed. That's all, just stuffed. Let me bring him over. Oh, here we go. So there's nothing, it's not wired or anything like that. There's just plenty of stuffing inside there, and plenty of stuffing in the legs as well, just to make it nice and firm. But that stands up all by itself. So no tricks there at all. It's sweet, isn't it? I love this giraffe. I hope so. I think it's going to be one of my favourite projects. And I wasn't too sure about doing coloured spots, squares, prints, patterns. But I think I like it better than that one. Don't tell him I said that. So yeah, he's lovely. I think he's going to be a very, very popular project. Multicolored spot. Yeah, I really like them, Len. I think it turned out okay. And it's got a multicolored little tail as well. And this one is felt. That one I use fleece, so it needs to be something that doesn't fray. But I was going to change the colour of the thread for each one of the spots as well. But I didn't, and I like actually seeing the stitches around there too. So he's very sweet. Love his little tail. Look, dirty bottom. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, we're making the Christmas stocking this morning, aren't we? Jeffrey and Geraldine. Kat found the fabrics for the wonky Halloween. Hopefully starting this afternoon. Lovely. What's everybody else sewing? Seems to be a sewing day today. What else are you sewing today? Anybody trying something new? Maybe I'm going to leave him there. No, I can't, because I can't see your comments then. Any reason you've chosen a giraffe? Because I like them, Leanna. No other reason whatsoever. Morning, Kim. Oh, Kim, while you're there, could you put the box baser back in stock again? Because it's out of stock, Alan says. And I know we've got some, so if you don't mind, thank you. Christmas table mats is Janet. Baby quilt is Jenny. Pumpkins for Raina. Alana's putting binding on a quilt. Can you make a horse with the giraffe? Hang on a minute. Oh, you've gone. Can you? Yasmin's making mini gnomes for Christmas. Teddy fleece cushion cover of the plan today. I've lost your comment. Oh, can you make a horse with a giraffe pattern? I suppose so. You'd have to change. I mean, it wouldn't have a long neck. Probably be a bit more like Rosie the reindeer, wouldn't it? With a mane. And obviously without the antlers as well. So yes, you could adapt that. You could use a curved needle for ladder stitches easier. Oh, well, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I've got curved needles. I've not ever used them for upholstery. I've never thought about using them for toys, but jolly good idea. Christmas tree ornaments for Maz. Christine's favourite animal is a giraffe. Made another drawstring bag, and my string doesn't want to come out of the hole. Oh. Oh. Pull it out and start again, I'm reckoning there. Jack is making the wonky Halloween wall hanging. Something's out of bounds for Susan at the moment. Oh dear. Alana's daughter would love a badger. I don't see many badger toys, do you? Anyway, should we do this? So that's the pattern. This one's got a cuff around the top. On the download as well, there is a pom-pom trim, which I haven't got purely because, oh, well, that wasn't very clever. Just put the iron face down and everything's got a little bit wet. Yeah, I went over to the office this morning to pick up my fabrics and forgot to bring that one back. So we're not having pom-poms, but what we are having is the stocking made out of this one, sweet blackberries, and the cuff I'm going to make out of that one. So again, it's not particularly Christmassy fabric, but it's a Christmas stocking, so I don't think it matters. So the first thing I'm going to do is to roughly cut out the pattern. Morning, Carla. Oh, Maggie says click the thumbs up. Appreciate it if you don't mind. All right, I'm just going to roughly cut this out and then I'll put the H630 on the back of it. Just so that I'm not cutting out accurately twice. And I'm saving the bits because I can make another project with those. So that's that. And then let's do this. I'm just going to iron the fabric first. Morning, Leslie. Sharon says, please help. I need subtitles removed so I can see. I can't remember how to do that. We talked about that before, haven't we? How does Sharon remove subtitles on Facebook? If anybody doesn't mind answering that one. Carol's making 2019 quilt blocks. You're all very busy today, aren't you? Hello, Sandy. In New Zealand. Oh, very good over here. Thank you. What time is it in New Zealand at the moment? How do I order from the live stream? You need to go to the website, Irene. Go to debbieshawsewing.com and place your order there. So I don't do one of those things where you can order from Facebook. You need to go to the website, I'm afraid. Hello, Ali. Nice to have you here too. Right, so knobbly side. If you haven't used this before, it's a polyester non-woven wadding, and the knobbly side is glue, so that goes on the wrong side of your fabric. Just to mention as well, when you are cutting out your pattern, they need to be mirror imaged, so fold your fabric over with the same size together. So this was wrong sides together, and then cut your pattern out so you have one of each shape. Otherwise you'll have two that shape and they won't sew together. So that might seem a bit obvious, but I just thought I'd point that out. So nice hot iron. I'm going to quilt this as well. Might be here for a while. I'll quilt one side of it anyway. So nice hot iron from the fabric side. Steam works well with it as well. And let's just iron that in place. Oh, thank you, Maxine. When I went to Maxwell Zoo many years ago, I was fascinated by the anteaters. Their bodies are strange but have a great snout. I love anteaters. I was going to say they're cute, but they're not cute, are they? They're just fascinating things. Okay, so I'm not going right up to the edge. I don't want to touch the glue with the iron. That'll do. And then we need some on the other piece as well. Like so. It's a nice size stocking, this one as well. June says on Facebook there is a little box with CC on it, and a pop-up will give you a choice to remove captions. So hopefully that's got you sorted. Sarah says go to settings, click media, go to auto generated captions and subtitles and click edit. Don't click auto generate, click save. Thank you for sorting. Gail's doing a trivet. That was really popular, wasn't it? That was the sew along for the Half Yard Club on Saturday. Thanks for all your pictures as well. Loads of you put pictures on the group, which is really nice to see. Make a nice baby stocking. Oh, birthday stock. Yes! Why do stockings just have to be for Christmas? Do you remember in lockdown? Well, it was just after, wasn't it? We did Christmas at Easter here when we were live, and we made an Easter stocking. So yeah, I mean, so stockings aren't for Christmas, they're for all year round, aren't they? Okay, let's cut this out. So put the pattern on there. And pin. I'm just going to stick a couple in there. And we'll cut that out. Don't need my mat under there now. Rotary cutter might have been easier to use on this, but we'll do the scissor thing. This would be a nice stocking to sell, actually, wouldn't it? Because again, you can say that it's made from Liberty fabric, and it's not too late for Christmas, is it? What have you been doing for your Christmas sewing? Okay, so just cutting around there. And the nice thing is it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect when you're making something like this. It's not like it's a stocking that you're going to wear. Yeah, the sew along should be on the website now. Under blog. My blog. Right, then this one we need to make sure that it's the opposite way around. I didn't see a red sky this morning, Jean. No. Missed that one, and I was up pretty early as well. Leslie's going to do the trivet when she's finished making someone's poncho. Lovely. Oh, Nancy's got a great granddaughter. Congratulations. Must be making another Christmas stocking, she says. Yeah, it might be a nice stocking for a man or an older boy. For Sarah Jane. Because it's not babyish. I made a stocking in my Half Yard Vintage book, and it was all linen and lace, and I filled it with flowers and hung it on the wall, and it makes a really nice display. So don't throw your stockings away after Christmas, or put them away after Christmas. You can use them as decorations as well. Actually, make good storage as well, wouldn't it? Maybe, I don't know if it's wide enough. You might be able to keep a ruler in there. That would be a good idea. A ruler keeper. Something a little bit different. Noticed someone had put the trivet star into a cushion. Yes, I saw that, Kaz. That was really nice. Very clever idea. I'm just going to peel that off the H630 because I can probably use that again then. And that goes in my scrap bin. Recognising, reorganising my craft room is Karen. I planted bulbs, was it yesterday or Friday? I actually planted bulbs in the garden. I've been putting tulips and daffodils in the lawn. we'll see what happens next year. Right, and then I'll need to cut 2 pieces of lining fabric as well, and I'm just using homespun lilac for the lining. So I'm just going to give that a press as well. I don't like working with creased up fabric. I don't know about you. Morning, Helen. Oh, Alan's off on another date, honestly. Gadding about all over the place. Have a lovely time. Just rather crease. I'm just using some best press on that to take creases out. Hello, Dawn. Yeah, I just thought, you know, should have been on Create and Craft this morning, but I'm not. So I didn't know what to do with myself. I thought we'd do some sewing. I've been wanting to cover the front lawn with wildflowers, but Hubby doesn't want to. Oh, I think that's a lovely idea. That's a lovely idea. I did buy, I think that from Amazon, some wildflower seeds, and because you can buy them that grow in shade, which is rather useful when you've got a garden full of trees that overhang the place. And they came up, they were beautiful. They only came up for a couple of years though, never came back again. Might do that again this year actually. Myra's organised her room. Don't know what's going on with Create and Craft, Julie, I'm afraid. Nobody does. They say that they're going to be back soon with lots of new products, so hopefully they will. But no, not sure what's going on there. Right, so 2 pieces of lining fabric. Pins out the way. Best press, Sharon, it's like a spray starch, but it doesn't have starch in it. A clear starch and sizing alternative. I've no idea what it's made out of, but it's fragranced as well. It's brilliant, as you can see, at getting out creases. So it's not just for your sewing projects. It's for your laundry as well, and there's lots of different fragrances, so it smells really nice. This one's tea rose. It's lovely. No, Sue, Kim hasn't made me an item of clothing. She's busy writing a book. So she's been making lots of pieces of clothing recently, but not for me. Bobbin and the chickens are fine, but it's threatening rain, so Bobbin's not going to come out. The chickens are mooching around. They're absolutely fine. They're getting on really well together as well. Oh, never bored, Myra. Never bored. Oh, something to do. Right, let's cut around here. And then we can start piecing it together. Hi Linda, hi Ruby, hi Coco. Oh, there we go. There, so that's all my chopping done. Chopping, not shopping. And that's the cuff that's going around the top. And my little bit of Liberty ribbon, which obviously I can't find. Oh, there we go. So I'll need that as well. Just going to iron my cuff too, and then I better just check the instructions just to make sure that I'm making this up as I've said on the instructions. So bear with me a sec. So I've done that. I'll do that next. So there you go. Right. Okay. So we'll sew it together. So it's quite quick, really. So I'll save the pattern so I can do another one. So we're going to sew these right sides together. Same with the lining, but leave a turning gap in the back of the lining of around about 3 or 4 inches or something like that. And just bring the machine in, the glue out the way. I don't know why that's there. Pins back in green cushion. Oops. There we go. Oh, come here. Right. Oh, I seem to have a whizzy thing on YouTube. Hopefully you can still... Oh, there we are. We're back again. Right, the book, the pattern. This is a download on the website, Erica. So it's not in a book. It's actually a download. And just for this morning, we've taken 10% off. So if you've only just joined us... Oh, I was going to quilt it. Yes, thank you. Little sewing. I was going to quilt it. I'll quilt the one side. Thank you. Just not used to doing Sunday mornings. Right, erasable pen. Yes. So yes, if you've only just jumped along or jumped on or joined us, I'm using the Liberty postcards from the Highland fabric. There's 10% off it just for this morning, off the whole range, not just the ones that I'm using. There's 10% off H630, which I'm using, and there is 10% off the download that I'm using. So that's only £3 or just over £3 now, I think. So if you go to the website, it's not under new arrivals. You'll have to type in Liberty, and you'll see the discounted prices on those. And the download, on the search bar at the top, it just says download, so click on that. You might have to go through a couple of pages to get there. So I'm going to do a cross hatch in like a diamond shape. Shall we do? Oh, let's just do 45 degrees. So my 45-degree line is across here, and I'm going to draw down the edge here with a heat erasable pen, and I'm doing these lines 2 inches apart. And we'll do that all over. Test your fabric first if you're using heat erasable, because they're not really meant for fabric and they can bleach, particularly on red for some reason. But I'm going to sew directly over the lines here anyway, so that shouldn't affect it. But if you're using it to put marks on your fabric from patterns and things like that, always do a little bit of a test first, just to make sure it's not going to stain. Oh, I noticed when I was thinking 11 o'clock. Yeah, I thought we'd do early. I thought we'd come at 10, just in case you need to get off and make your dinner or something. Right, so I've got the 45-degree angle lines going that way. So plonk the ruler on the top, just with a straight line across one of the lines I've already done. And then we'll do the same in the opposite direction. You're in TV rush mode to get things done in time. that's true, Chris. There's always on TV, if you watch any of the channels, particularly Create and Craft, they won't spend time on any product that's sold out. Understandably, that's you know, it's a shopping channel, they've got things to sell. So yes, there's always a bit of a rush to actually get the project finished, and very rarely does it happen. I normally get to maybe this stage and then say, right, let me just explain what you need to do for the rest of it, because I haven't got time to do it. So it's just quite nice to have the time, isn't it? Don't need to go anywhere until 12:30 actually, and I'm going to work. So I could sew really slowly and I can stop and have a chat. Any tips for putting the zip pull on a continuous zip? Oh, Sandra, I've never done that. Oh, on a continuous zip, I'm thinking invisible zip. Yeah, let's do it, if I can find one. Bear with me a second. Excuse my back, won't you? I'll just see if I've got a zip somewhere in here. That's not a continuous one. Sorry, I thought I've got such a mess in here, you wouldn't believe. I thought I had a continuous zip. Got lots of zips. I'll have a go. We'll have a go. Okay, it's not going to work now, is it? You just know it. So let's snip the end of that off. Off you go. Right, this is how I do it. So obviously I have the zip open, and on the left hand side I'm going to cut about 1/2 inch or so down the side of the zip coil and then take it off at an angle like that. And then on this side, cut straight across. And then feed your slider onto the coil that's sticking up. On you go. Told you it wouldn't work when I'm doing it live like this. I am pretty sure I've got some kind of video on YouTube on how to do this. Determined to do it now. This is good viewing, isn't it? There we go. It's coming through. There, right. So squish that onto the bit that's sticking up. And then as you pull that down, shove the other side in that side. And it should grip. It might not grip first time. So push that in there. I'm sorry if you want to go and put the kettle on or something. I am going to do this, so I may be a while because I'm determined. No, that's how I do it. If you've got half an hour to spend and you've got nothing else to do but put zip pulls onto zips, then that's the way to do it. I'm going to do it. Towel holder, and it's so easy. Use a towel holder. There is a video on YouTube. Yes, Laura, I'm sure I did one. And I think I got it first time as well. Anne-Marie gets her husband to do it for her. Anne-Marie, we've got a parcel for you to pick up from the office. I thought I saw your name on a parcel. Should have had an email to say that it's ready. I should have had some music playing, shouldn't I? A tea towel holder or a fork. I've not heard of a tea towel holder. I've heard of the fork one. I'm going to give up on this in a second because this is just boring, isn't it? The towel holder tool. A towel holder tool. Yeah, June says YouTube. Zips on a roll and how to attach a slider to a zipper. So Jenny, sometimes it works first time and sometimes you're here for half an hour. It normally works first time when I haven't got a camera in front of me. And of course it's not going to work when you're watching. So that's that. And then open up the rest of your zip. We got there eventually. I told you I was determined to do it. Anyway, I'm quilting now. So, once using I've heard of using a fork. I've not seen anybody do it. Maybe I shall have a go at that next time. So I'm going to lengthen the stitch. I'm going up to say a 2.8 on this one. Towel holder. I'll have a look at that. They're called zip jigs. The tools. I used to have one, and it's screwed onto the table, and you literally fit the slider into the top of it and feed in the coils. Hello, Carol. Well, it says her. Yeah, we got. I told you I was going to do it. Right. So sewing in straight lines now. That's not very tidy. I'll just do the front. I shan't do the back as well because we'll be here all day. Do you have, says Irene, any suggestions to help with a large length of everlasting zip in many colours, but on one colour it goes on but the zip stays open up and down? That sounds like the zip pull doesn't fit. Have you got the right size? Oh no, I've not had that before, Irene. So 3 or 4 pulls on a conjure. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think as well, you tend to get on a roll, don't you, when they start going on. So sometimes you can buy continuous zips that already have the sliders on them, but if you have to put them on yourself, just put them all on in one go. Get it over with. Maybe a while. I like a bit of quilting, don't you? Just really simple, drawing squares like this. I just think it gives makes your project look a little bit classy. Saying the stitch length. Oh, it's okay, Dolores. It's not a seam, and so it doesn't need to be strong. And on a longer stitch length, when it's quicker to sew, but you can see the shape of the stitches better as well, because they're bigger. So that's why I like to use a longer length for quilting. Jake, is a tea towel holder. Much cheaper option. I'm going to have a look at these tea towel holders. I can't picture what a tea towel holder looks like. It's probably easier as well when you keep looking at the back just to see if you've missed any lines, particularly on a complicated pattern like this one. Keep checking from the back. I'm not sure what's happening with Create and Craft Edna. I'm afraid nobody does at the moment, so hopefully they'll all be back up and running at some point, and yep, I'll certainly be there if they are. But just got to wait and see what happens. Right, and done. That's almost done. Almost. That wasn't too painful, was it? No, Liberty fabric doesn't come with Liberty labels, Sue. Just for this morning, if you're ordering anything from the postcards from the Highland range, I'm going to put some Liberty ribbon in there for you. I haven't got miles of it, so you probably get a length about that big. You might get 3 or 4 words. But that's just a little special offer for today. Just because it's Sunday, and we've not done Sunday before, and I thought it might be quite nice to make it a bit special. Might do it again. That's all done. And my ironing mat slipped on the floor. I'll use my other one then. Oh. And then, because I've used heated erasable, I can just iron away the lines. Then we'll start putting it together. Thank you, Solveig. The Haunted House is this month's Half Yard Sewing Club project. It's the main project, so there is a video to go with that as well. A little round rubbery thing with cuts inside. Jean's a bit confused by that one as well. I don't know what to detail order it. Yes, Gina. Gina says when you're ordering the stocking download, don't forget the code. So we've taken 10%. That's only for this morning. All of the sale prices are going to go back up. It's kind of a show offer, if you like, and you will still get your 20% discount. If you're a 10% discount on top of that if you're a club member. So particularly if you're ordering the Liberty, it's normally £9.50 for half a metre because it's premium fabric, as you would expect. So that's down to, I think it's £8.55 with your 10% off, something like that. Put your stitch length back, Deborah. And then you get another 10% off if you are a member of the Half Yard Club. And don't forget that we've changed the code. So if you haven't ordered for a while, you need to go to the Half Yard Club website first, have a look under my blog, and you'll see the new code that you need to use. So if you've seen this range before, this is the best time to buy it, because the price is going to go back up later on this morning when we're finished here. Is this your website? Is what my website? It's oh, it's debbieshawsewing.com is the website. No, I don't like it when you do that. That's it. 10% extra finishing. Yes, Linda. So it was going to be just for while I was live, but I thought if you're watching and you can't get to your PC or however you order, I'll just extend it until 12 o'clock. Where are we? Yeah, because we'll be long done by then. Long gone. Right. Now this one, I'm just going to snip into this curved bit here. I'm not snipping all the way around, just into that. And that'll stop the stitches from puckering up when we turn it the right side out. That will do. And then we'll turn this through. Oh, Sandra's just done it without any special tools. Oh, yes. Jane says, my running commentary is all part of the fun of the live stream. Always have a giggle or a smile. Well, that's all part of it, isn't it? That's why it's nice actually being live. So we can have a chat together. Hello, Brenda. Yeah, 10 o'clock this morning, Brenda. I thought we'd do an early Sunday. I know a lot of people tend to be busy with lunches and visitors and things on Sunday, so I thought we'd do a little bit earlier. I haven't done a tutorial on PJs, Deborah. No, I'm sorry. Who else have I missed? Anne's made a bowling bag for a daughter. Hello, Christine. We used legs of tights or long socks with presents for stockings. They'd be a bit skinny, wouldn't they, Leanna? Depends what kind of present you're putting in them, I suppose. Right, so we've got that. And then let's sew the lining pieces together in the same manner. So this time again, we're going to leave a turning gap in the straight side of about there. Oh, thanks, Laura. I'll have a look at that later. And like I was explaining with the box that we made yesterday, I'm just going to leave a turning gap. I'm just going to sew the lining a little bit smaller than the outer, just so it sits inside a little bit better. So I've used the edge of the foot for the outside of the stocking, so I've just kind of extended that a little bit, so the seam allowance here is about ½ an inch. And I will trim back the seam as well, so it's not quite so bulky. If you're going to do that, only do it around the bottom, because we'll need the top to match the top of the stocking. So I want the seam allowance to be the same as the stocking when I get to the top. And then trim this back. No need to snip into the curves because we're not turning this through. This will stay this way out. I'll just cut down on the bulk in the seam around here. So just roughly, just around the bottom, like that. Right, then we'll make up the cuff. So these go right side together. Do you make fabric bundles for half-yard sewing club? No, Solvig, no, not usually. We don't. We don't do fabric bundles for them. The fabrics that I use for half-yard club, we do sell, but we don't make a specific bundles for projects. We have done in the past, but it's so time-consuming and it's quite expensive because we have to pay somebody to do it. So we don't normally tend to do that. We are having more fat quarter bundles put together. We've been really busy with fat quarters recently. So we're going to put some plains and some blenders and some Lewis and Irene we've been asked for as well. The kind of companies that don't normally do quarter bundles of their own. We've been, like with the Liberty ones. Oh, excuse me a minute while I just get my ironing pad off the floor. Yeah, we're going to be doing some of those. Just finished making up the Arctic Fox cushion. Oh, lovely, says Jennifer. Oh, it's raining when you're moored. Oh, what a shame. Right. Oh, I'm just doing this without showing you what I'm doing. So I'm now folding this in half. So I've sewn the short ends together to make a tube, and then we'll fold that in half. Didn't order yesterday. If I'd ordered some fleece, would we be able to post both orders together? Yes, Mari, we will do, and we'll refund your postage, of course. Orders will be going out. I'm going over with Tyler actually today. I'm going to do some orders myself, and then tomorrow we've got Pat and Ellie in, and I think I'm in there Tuesday as well, because we're rather busy at the moment. So it's all hands on deck, trying to keep up with your orders and getting them out as quickly as we can. We normally try and get things out within about 3 days. Okay, give that a press. Now then, this is something to point out as well. So I folded this in half. It's a directional print. It's upside down. So I want to use that one because the raw edge is going to be on the top. So I'm just going to turn that through. So I've got the print the right way up. And this seam is going to go down the back of the stocking. What's the material the offer is on? Is this one, Kelly? It is. I can show you actually. Let me show you. It's the Liberty postcards from the Highlands. So if you go to debbieshoresewing.com, and you'll need to type in, because it's not going to come up on the home page, Liberty. If you put in Liberty Post, if you spell Liberty right, come here. Lib, but E-R-T-Y. There we go. It's all of these by the half metre, so they're normally £9.50. Just for this morning, we've got them at £8.55. And remember, if you're a club member, you get your extra 10% off the top of that as well. So you get an extra 85p. So it's going to take you down to, I can't think off the top of my head, but maybe £7.90 or something like that. £7 something. So not the 11 fat quarter pack, but you still get your 10% discount if you're a club member if you wanted to order that. But that's all of those. So those are on offer. If you go to downloads at the top here, and again, it's one we've had for a while, so I'm not sure what page it's going to be on. There we go, look. So 10% off your £3.99, it's now £3.60. And again, you get an extra 36 pence off that if you are a Half Yard Club member. And then we've also got H630. So if you put in H630 at the top, that is down from £9 to £8.10. That is ridiculous. But again, only till 12 o'clock today. So only for this morning. And then your prices are all going to go back up to normal again. Hello, Susan. Kaz ordered some yesterday. What's the material they offer? So yes, so hopefully that's thank you. That's sorted you. Would have watched, but just taking Keith out to Malden for a walk before the rain. Oh, enjoy. Have a nice walk. I do like walk. Right. Let's put it together. So first of all, the cuff is going to go over the top. Again, matching up the seam at the back. Now you can do this all together if you wanted to. I'm going to sew this on first, just so I know that I've caught it all. And then my ribbon is going to go over the back of the seam facing downwards like that. So I'm just going to hold that with a pin. That pin's got glue on it. You ever do that? Stick a pin in the end of your HT2 glue. And that's the end of the life of the pin, really, isn't it? So pin that there. And then I'm just going to sew around the top. So we're going to lengthen the stitch on this one, because it's only like a tacking stitch. And so close to the edge, so I'm not sewing in the seam allowance. Well, I am sewing in the seam allowance. You won't see these stitches when we come round to sewing the lining in. Okay, so just make sure I've got that ribbon. Oh, that needs to be a little bit lower actually, just to make sure I've caught the ribbon as I get there. And back to the beginning. Oh, you couldn't see a thing I was doing there, could you? So you have these 3 fancy cameras and then forget to press the button. That's another thing I forget. I can do that. That's oh, there I can do. I just keep forgetting to do it. Right, and then that goes inside the lining. So make sure these are right sides together. So the stocking's the right side out, the lining's inside out. And push that inside. No, because the hanger's going to hang on the back of the sock like that. Right, so push it all in. And I'm matching the seams again. Still with the ribbon poking downwards. Like that. And then we'll sew all around the top again. Jane's in the middle of making cottages from the advent calendar book for my niece. Oh, nice. That was one of my favourites, I have to say. Right, so I'm sewing. Take my stitch back down again. My stitch defaults at a 2.4, so that's what I tend to do most of my sewing on. And then all the way around. See, I have to press the button to get myself back up again. Forgetting. Your tutorials are brilliant. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Make it look so easy. Would you ever consider making a PJ? I'd need a pattern for that, though. That's the only thing, Deborah. I wouldn't make a pair of pyjamas without a pattern. So I'd have to get some patterns in. But I'll have a think. Yeah. It'll work, Biz. It might seem a little bit of an upside down way of doing it, but it'll work. Took me ages to get my head around lining and stuff, to stop and think sometimes. I do when there's lots of bits to it, like this one. So you know, you've got the cuff, and you've got the lining, and you've got the outer, and you've got the ribbon, and let's turn this the right side out. Jane says I've done this. I made a pink one for Barbie. You made it for Barbie? Oh, Wendy keeps her hair straighteners in a stocking. That's a nice idea. It's perfect, isn't it, for hair straighteners? What a good idea. Right, need to sew the opening closed now. Yeah, it's HC30. Thank you, Laura. I've pressed something. I don't know what I've pressed, but I've pressed something. Let's switch it off and on again. Oh, made me jump. Moya can't find the stocking pattern in the H613. Oh, I just showed you that, Moya. If you go to the search bar at the top and just well, in fact, downloads. If you click on downloads and the search bar at the top of the page, this is on the Debbie Shaw Sewing website, yeah, not the Half Yard Club, on the Debbie Shaw Sewing website, and I think it was on the second page, wasn't it, on the downloads, and H630. You type that into the search bar at the top. Just put 6630, and that should take you straight there. Let's push that inside there. And that, I'm just going to roll the cuff over a little bit and give it a final press. Like that. So I've just, only very slightly, just rolled the top over so the lining doesn't poke out. I'm not going to top stitch it. Now on the instructions, again, I did use some pom-pom trim on the actual one. If I just show you around there, look, so that's the one that I made originally, and I just put a pom-pom trim around here, which you could sew on before you put the cuff on. You could hand stitch it on now if you wanted to add any more embellishments and decorations, or you could glue it on. It's unlikely that your Christmas stocking is going to go in the wash. So if you wanted to add anything else, you know, even something like a little sprig or a decoration of some sort would look nice, just kind of at the side there, wouldn't it? So that's that done. And again, you can see how quick it is to actually do, because I didn't prep anything before we came live. Have you not found it? You're on the right website, Moya. It's debbieshawsewing.com, and there is a download section at the, I'll show you. Let me show you again. Right. So let's get back onto the home page. So debbieshawsewing.com, and then downloads here. So click on that, and then scroll down to the second page, and it's there. So you just click on it, add to cart, and then view cart. If you've got your Half Yard Sewing Club membership coupon, your discount code, put that in here, and then proceed to check out as normal. And your H630, if you go to the search bar and put 630 and search. Oh, it's sold out. Right, okay. Right. I can put some back in stock. You've got another hour before the price goes up, but we don't actually have the stock to send out at the moment, and it will probably be Wednesday before we can get more back in again. So if that's all right with you, just be aware that if you want to order, I'll put it back in stock in just a second when I go back down to the office. But it is going to be a few more days. You're going to have to wait a little bit for it, so can just be aware of that. So it's like pre-ordering it, I suppose, if that's okay. Sorry about that. I didn't. We had loads of it. I had loads of it. Didn't think it'd go that quickly, but okay. Made beautiful advent calendars from your website a few years ago. Was looking for something similar. Do you not have advent calendar? No, I haven't got any. I've made one this year, Sandra. I haven't done any Christmas fabric. To be honest, I haven't had time to design anything, so I missed the boat with that one. Gina says, is there an alternative? Yes, you can use H640 we've sold out of, the craft fleece, which is £8.25, I think, for a metre anyway. So it's around about the same price as this one. So yeah, the fusible craft fleece would work really, really well. Would the craft fleece be suitable for the box you made yesterday instead of Bosal? It'll be a bit softer, Mary, but yes, that would work. I had that knocking around somewhere. What I've done with that, but yes, that would work. My eyes aren't great this morning. Thought the cuff was Christmas trees. Yeah, they're little thistles. Biz has zoomed in. Trisha, it is under my blog. So go to the Half Yard Sewing Club website and look under my blog, and you'll see it there. Thank you, Christina. Yeah, it's Gutermann HT2 is the glue of choice for me because it dries absolutely solid. Oh, hi, Carol. Next fabric design. Well, it's flowers, and it's a range of 10, and I got the strike offs the other day, and I'm really pleased with them. So it's all watercolour flowers. There's pansies and poppies, and there's butterflies on there as well. I should bring it and show you. So the quality of strike offs isn't that good. It just gives you an idea of the colours and size of prints and things like that. So and blue poppies on there as well, red poppies and blue poppies. So yeah, I'll show you those. 6:30 in stock for delayed delivery. Thank you, Kim. Yep, you can order the 6:30. Remember, price goes up at 12. But on delayed delivery, they're normally quite quick. I'm sure Kim's probably ordered it already, so it normally comes to us within a few days, so we should be able to get that quite quickly for you. Do you like my giraffe, Carol? You're sweet. I'm so pleased with my giraffe. What do you think, Kim? Rainbow giraffe. Steph's just ordered the stocking pattern. Yep, 10% off, remember, at the moment. Looking forward to making the giraffe in November. Jackie's going to call him Jeff. Jeff Giraffe. Any discount codes? Only for the Half Yard Club members, Babs. If you're a Half Yard Club member, you do have a 10% discount code for everything. Fit on a fat quarter. Let me measure it. Where'd I put the pattern? You don't know where I put the pattern. On the floor. So it measures. It would have been easier to measure the pattern. I don't know why I said that in a voice that only dogs can hear. So that's 12 inches, 14 inches. Yeah, a fit on a fat quarter. I don't know if you get both on a fat quarter. It's 14 inches by 11. Yeah, it should fit. You should get those on a fat quarter. If it's non-directional, like this one, we just get the pattern, because that's going to be a lot easier to explain. If you've got a non-directional fabric, you can do that. And then that will measure 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 inches by 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 by 18 inches. So yeah, should just fit on a fat quarter. Do you say the fabric's in the US? We can ship. We don't sell from the US, but we can ship to the States, Margie, or Margie. It is quite expensive though, I'm afraid. We use FedEx, who seem to be very reliable, but it's going to cost you about £16, I think, off the top of my head. If you put your order in when you go to checkout, it'll work out what the shipping cost is for you when you get there. We ship anywhere, we do. We'll ship anywhere. I would love a Highland cow pattern for a granddaughter. That's a nice idea, Leslad. Love a Highland cow. The patterns for the giraffe. Andrea, that is next month's Half Yard Sewing Club main project. So that's November the 1st, you'll get it, and you'll have a video for this one as well. So there's the pattern, the instructions, and you've got the video. So on the instructions, I made the one which is giraffe coloured, and this is the one I made yesterday for the video. Yeah, Maggie, you can, scale it down a little bit. If it doesn't quite fit, then just take maybe ½ an inch off all the way around. It won't actually make very much difference to the size. Won't look any different, really. Yeah, they used to have Highland cow. There were 2 Highland cows. Can't remember what they called them. Ben and Jerry. In one of the fields, and they took them away because somebody was chasing them or something. I can't remember what the issue there was. But they were so tame. They'd come over for a stroke and a scratch on the nose. It's fleece willow. So for this one, let me just get the other one down as well and show you. It's the anti-pill polar fleece. So that one is the cream. That one I made in white. And on this, it doesn't come with a scarf. He's just borrowed that from Rosie Reindeer. This one I've used fleece for the main, so that's the, I can't remember what colour it's called, it's like a caramel colour, and I use fleece for the inside of the ear and the horn, and then I've found a yarn, so that's just knitting yarn, in the same colour for the tail as well, and I use those for the pads on the bottom of his feet as well. So with this one, I used white fleece for the pads, which seems to have been a bad move because it's got dirty already, and felt for the squares and different coloured yarns, and I use felt for the mane on this one as well. Obviously this needs to be something that doesn't fray. Fleece, I designed the pattern to be used with fleece because it's really forgiving, it's easy to sew, it's incredibly cuddly, it's washable, and you can really kind of pack it tight. And the nice thing is you can move the head around. Oh no, I'm looking at you, and it just it's a lovely fabric to work with. So that's those two, and you'll need, go for 1/2 metre. It doesn't actually take that much, but let's give that a quick measure actually, because I think it's 18 inches high, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60, 17, 18, yeah, it's 18 inches tall. So a 1/2 metre, well, you can do them that way. So, because there's no particular direction on the fleece, so if you went for 1/2 metre of fleece, easily you're going to get it. You can go that way if it's directional. If you've got a fabric with a pile on it, it'll just about fit in the 1/2 metre, but otherwise cut it out across the fabric that way. Okay, this is the anti-pill fleece. Let me show you again. Do that and just type fleece in. This isn't on offer, by the way, just the Liberty. I can't spell today, look at that fleeve. Mind you, I've got my keyboard upside down. That's my excuse. Fleece and search, and search again, because I've just come up with a default app, which is a little bit odd. So it's these ones, anti-pill polar fleece. So we've got the beige, a tan, cream, there's a red there. Oh, not that one, that's teddy fleece. It's the anti-pill, it's the smoother one. You could use a teddy fleece, that'd be quite nice, or even the plush fleece, that feels like velvet. You've got the green, navy, bright pink, there's black. Yeah, we've got that on pre-order. Fusible fleece on pre-order. We H630 on pre-order, I should say. That's all right, Karen. I've quite enjoyed it. I can't commit to doing every single Sunday because I tend to work on a Sunday. But if you're up for it, we might do that again. Quite enjoyed it on a Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. Julie's going to call hers Daisy. I've already got Rosie made. Yeah, I've got Rosie's up there, look. Notice I want to do little bits of scrap teddy fleece. Oh, Sandra BP. What would you do with this scrap teddy fleece? If they're tiny little bits, you can use them for stuffing. I suppose you could patchwork them together. Have a patchwork fleece, that would be a nice idea. Willow anti-pile fleece. I have so much in blue. I think I have some in cream actually, so I'll need to filter through it. It's luxury for dressing. Yes, Pauline, that would make a really nice dressing gown. I say it feels like velvet. It's incredibly soft and it's got a nice sheen to it as well. But that would be a very posh dressing gown. Oh, Christine, I'm glad you've enjoyed the morning. Oh, Amari says it's been a lovely start to my sewing day. Well, thank you. Lynn says a lovely way to pass a Sunday morning. Thanks for a lovely morning, says Shelley. It's been nice, hasn't it? Nice on a Sunday morning. I'll do it again. Right, can you tell me how to find the new code? If you go to the Half Yard Sewing Club website and go to my blog and click on that, and you'll see a post there with a new code on it. Wrist warmers or fingerless gloves? What you making some, Cheryl? There's a draft, my daughter. Whoops, you've gone. Oh, and you've gone again. Where have you gone? Love the giraffe. My daughter's dog has a few, but they're baby feathers. I'd love the giraffe pattern to make one. My daughter's dog has a few, but they're baby feathers. Is that a spell thing? Laura says they're quite quick to make once you get going. Oh, yes. Before you join all the body pieces as per the pattern. I cut the head separate first time, so that was a big mistake. Yes, you do need to join the pattern pieces up together. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Right. Okay, I better go and do some work. So it's been nice, isn't it? I shall see you again on Wednesday. I don't know if you're going to do any sewing on Wednesday, but I'll be here on Wednesday at 4 o'clock anyway. And then, oh, don't forget Friday is new coloured panels and new panels on Sewing Street. That will be at 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock on Sewing Street. So don't forget about that, because the panels are exclusive to them. So they won't be on the website. So you need to be watching that one. Okay. So it's been really nice to have your company this morning. I shall see you again Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, won't you? I'll see you next time. Bye bye.